And welcome everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, look at that. Uh, Behind me are some missing blocks. That is Java. Oh, people are sleeping. Hold on for a second. Let me change my view and let me look and see what I've got on me. Okay, let me take one of these. There we go. Ta-da, the floor's back. I'm gonna leave though. Um, I was taking some new pictures, some new images for two of my streams. Zaf! Kiasu, Zaf, you win. Oh, flowers. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Yes, it's a holiday in the United States. It is Labor Day weekend, one of the big holidays, because it is the end of the summer vacation. For kids, it used to be the end of the summer vacation for kids and the beginning of school. And so this weekend was the last big weekend. This is when people started doing things. And I am fine. I am fine. Kala. Ise. Kala. Ego ise. Kala. I think. I have been studying, Zaf. I actually have. I've been studying, and I know some more words, but I only know them when I read them. I don't like, I'm not yet remembering all the words, but I do know them when I read them. Let's go. Uh-oh, look, it's doing it again. Look at this. Here's another place. This is probably happening because we re-added Vincentius Primus, by the way, needing a wonderful hand. Oi, Mr. Villager. Como esta você? Needing a hand because he actually got up specifically to add delightful back, and that's probably why we're having a little tiny bit of trouble with the load, because we added delightful back in, Farmer's Delight and Delightful back into the world. And the reason we did was because I just took them out because they're not being used for food, but we were using them for furniture. And I have like 60 something mods besides Minecolonies. I have 60 something mods in the mod pack. And I'd say maybe 2/3 of them have to do with adding furniture, adding pieces. And dun 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 dun, they're back. Yay! They're back. And they're facing the wrong way. Oh my gosh. They're facing the wrong way. How wild. So I have to fix this. They were gone completely. And so now they're back, but they're facing the wrong way. So we'll have to take them out and have them face this way. This is the way they're supposed to be facing, towards the kitchen. And so we'll have to have all of them disappear right here and bring them all back. So yeah, and it looks like, oh, and Farmer's Delight was one of the ones that had some of the dishes that we were using on the menus that were on the wall, and those are gone. So we'd have to put those back. But yeah, it was so weird to come back in here and see that these cabinets were gone. And yeah, so Now I just have to go through and put them all back for just a moment. Let's see. Nope, not there. There. There we go. And there, and nope. Not quite getting it on the right place. Nope. Over too far. Can't be too far over. Or it wants to put them sideways. Ta-da! Ta-da! The mistake only starts when it's done. That's an interesting That's an interesting quote, Mr. Villager. The mistake only starts when it's done. I know it's yours. I see that. And so let's look for a second and see what foods we want to put back on the board for a second. Let me look at Farmer's Delight because it's back. Let's see if we can find it. That's Pam's. And that's Pam's. And no. There it is. Enhanced farming. No, it wasn't enhanced farming. I thought this is Farmer's Delight right here. And right here, down here, was where there was furniture, but now I don't see it. Oh, that's weird. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's all the different furniture and cabinets, and we were using some of those. We were also using some of the food. So, ooh, I like this Ender Nectar container. You have, who's saying that? That sounds like one of the Guardians. We probably had pies or sandwiches or something like that. Let's see what these look like on here. We're just going to put, that's what it was. Do we have any pie slices? We don't. And remember, the frames that were on here are all gone. So we also need to put these frames back on this part right here. Remember, there were all these signs for what kind of, for what kind of food. Let's get out of there and let's look here. There's one. Zion is back. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's pouring down rain, it sounds like. And there we go. So I know we had pie slices on these pieces right here, if I'm not mistaken. But let me see if I want to put this. That's kind of looks interesting, like it's kind of tea or something. I'm okay with that. I also see something I haven't seen. Oh, let's take that away for a minute. All right, so I'm going to, or did we have anything else? This is pastry. All of this is pastry. Here's a pastry and drinks. I remember us having frosted the popsicle. I remember that. And I might have had drinks on the bottom, but we also have Pam's now. And these are the crops, but let me see if we have, those are the trees. Let's see if I can find Pam for food. That's cooking for blockheads. And there's got to be a morning after. Let's see. So this is the very beginning. So there is the veggie way. There is Pam's extended food. Let's see if she has something, desserts, that we could put up. We're looking for desserts, actually. But I do not see things that are in bowls or things that look like desserts. It's hard because the other thing is Chroma Hills doesn't actually have the art for these. This is vanilla art on these parts right here. And so that's what we're seeing. What did we find? There was something that that looks like pie and cake. It just doesn't look like anything. It really doesn't. That might look like something, but it's lasagna, so it doesn't matter anyway. I think what we'll do is we'll just pretend, let's get pies. I think we'll just pretend that, and let's make these go away for now. We'll just pretend that it probably was pie slices like this, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have any more? Yeah, it was probably pie slices, cookies. C-O-O-K-K-I-E-S. So the only cookies we have that look like cookies are those. I think I'll just do pie slices for now, and I think I'm going to do them up here, and then we'll just repeat. What was that? What is going on with you? It's the end of the summer. We'll put that there. We'll have pumpkin pie. We'll have chocolate cream pie. That's what that looks like. We'll have strawberry or one of those. Blueberry. And we'll have, the last one is cherry pie. We'll have those, and so that works for now. At least they're pies in those parts. I missed a bunch? What, Zion? What do you want? What would you like me to do for you? He's coming up to me like he wanted to ask a question or something. Are you serving? Let's look at drinks. Let's look at mugs. M-U-G. No, let's look at tea. Someone had tea, and I bet it was them, and I bet these are Pam's. Let's add Pam's teas, and let's see what they look like. So let's see what they look like on the board. This is hot tea. And so that's 1, 2, 3. That's really not going to give us a lot, but it will give us 2 to go here. So we can put hot chocolate right there, because, bless you, because that's definitely what that looks like. And then tea here, and this chai tea. No, this is hot tea. And the other one was nettles. Wow. An actual herbal tea. Okay. And then we'll just add some things when we find them for now. Maybe he's just observing me work. I think he is. Now he's going to change a light. Okay. And look at the cakes. Look. Yes. He got a lot of stuff to sell, Zion. And Walter is in the industrial kitchen right here, and there he is, and he is making some foods. He's baking, because he's a baker. He is baking a lot of things, and I believe that they are another place. They do have a kitchen, and so if you remember yesterday, we were putting in kitchens. But today, before I start doing some things for the housing, what I would like to do, see that? Do you see that, Mr. Villager? That's for you. We put those plants in just for you, for them to have in their little hallway there that goes to their house. They have some plants. Walter, should you be wearing a mask, or do you need to go see the doctor? Go to Melina or right next door to Allison and ask her what's going on with that cough that you have. And speaking of Allison, there she is right here. Hello. And she is one of our 2 doctors of medicine. We have other doctors, but they are of different other disciplines. Let's go down here. I hadn't noticed this, so we can fix this right now, in keeping with the way the rest of our halls look. So I need, if this is going to be gray, and it is, and I'm going to use lantern, because until we see what it looks like on the outside. And let's do this. And I think you are correct, Mr. Villager. I think he was just watching me do stuff in his place. And as a good owner, oops, he was making sure I was doing it right. Aha, and here's this one. Don't you dare, anybody. Don't fall down here. Okay, and there we go. All right. So yesterday we were doing kitchens, and I did find the type of umbrella that I was looking for. The only thing about that umbrella is that it might be too old-fashioned, but let me see. It is, and I know where it is. I just remembered I went and found it in my own stuff, in one of my older pieces. I didn't cover that yet. Oh, I just painted it but didn't cover it. Okay. And I found it. I actually found the umbrella that I was talking about. So now what I want to do is see, I just remembered where it is in the mods, because it wasn't my idea. It was Cujo's. Cujo or maybe it was Ray's, because it's actually a part of the parks. And so I want to come up here for a minute, and I want to look and see. Let's come here. Let's tamp down. Let's go here. So it's part of the original Minecolonies. Original Minecolonies decorations has statues, markets, miscellaneous. There it is, the beach. It's part of the beach, and there they are. So I don't know why it's showing them like this, but what it was I just love these. They looked so cool at the time, like real umbrellas. There's a piece missing from here on all of them, but it's okay. And I liked the fact that they were under these, they had these seats like this, and this is the one that I want to use. So I'm going to leave this up. I need fence, I need gates, and then these are made out of wood. And let's come down around here. Let's go down to where we're having that outside little part there. And let's put that up, because I really loved that. And so this is sort of an homage to the old world. Let's get fence. And if there isn't any, I don't think there is, let's get an architect's cutter, ARCH, because what I want is smooth. So let's get smooth. That's not going to do it. Birch, stripped. So we'll get stripped, and there's a stripped. That should be, nope, that's not stripped. All right, so let's do stripped. I think we, What is the wood under the umbrella? It's actually birch, just plain birch wood, is the wood under the umbrella. Remember, that's possible. The conditions of your town haven't attracted raiders yet. Good. You don't have bad news. You think bad not is enough for the description. Okay. But you think that you attracted a huge party of, oh no, of those creatures. What are they called? Let's come here. Let's put this down first. Illagers. That would not be fun. So let's come here. So this is stripped birch, and I would like to use it. And then we need a piece of this and one of these. So we'll take all of these out, and then we'll come here. So the way it's made is, let's put it here, 2, 3, and then out from here are these, like this, 1, 2, 3, and the final one right here. I probably am not going to be able to put it because of last, because of that, but let me see if that made it that it can be here. Yes, that is making it so it can be here. So what am I going to do about that? I'll have to see in just a minute what happens on this side, or I won't have this side. Let's see, or I'll let this part show right here, or this part will actually be visible. That would be interesting. Just have this part be visible right here. All right, let's try this. No. And let's try this here. There's that one. And put this one back. Okay, and then down below it, we have our seats. So we have one of these here, one of these here, and then we have these to extend it. These extend to make the lawn chairs. And in between the lawn chairs, I can actually have a bench, CH, and we can do the birch bench because that's the only kind there is. In birch is the bench that's here like this or like that. Okay, so we have that. Now we need something to go on top, and we can, this umbrella is going to look nice. Maybe you could use wool shingles on top. That's a good idea. Let's try wool. So we don't need these pieces anymore. Let's have these, because I have plenty of those. Let's go to wool. Let's make it green, the lime green, and then that will sort of cover the fact that the house is there. Let's do this. Let's come here. Let's put some here, and some here. And let's see when we start having shingles. There they are. So we're going to actually use this piece. This piece didn't exist before when we were making these. So we're going to use this for sure. But I think we're going to use floaters. I'm going to try, I'm going to get the panels, the panel pieces. Let's get panel, let's take this away. And that should get us panel pieces. Let's put them here. And then let's get floaters. And let's see. So floater wool. These floating pieces. Oh, they don't exist anymore? Of course they do. Carpet, I'm not looking in the right place. C-A-R-P. Okay, and here's floating carpet. And so now on the very top right here, we can put this, which didn't exist before. When I originally made this umbrella and when this umbrella went into the pack, that didn't exist. So let's see. I might have to stand on something in order to put those pieces, add those pieces. So let's, because I need to scrunch. Nope. This is a panel piece. And I should, okay, that's panel. And that's what they did. They changed it to panel pieces. I think that's what they did. They changed it to panel pieces. We might have to make this top part here green just to continue for a minute. And let's put that piece there. And then in between those pieces, we can do white. Carpet, floating carpet, C-A-R-P. Let's do white floating carpet. Or we can do cyan. Cyan would really be fun. Let's do that. So let's get this piece right here. And in between those, let's put cyan floaters. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So this was the reason why I didn't want to build the new one, because this umbrella is much smaller than the one in the restaurant that Mixasa was suggesting. We have that umbrella in one of our shops on the island. But see the difference in the, now does that bother you? The difference in the fact that the floaters are thinner than the panel. Does that bother you? Should I use panel for it, or do you like the unevenness of it? Doesn't it make it look more like an umbrella, the fact that those are uneven? I think it does make it look more like an umbrella like that. Like it folds up. Yeah. What are the wood under the, what wood is this under here? This is stripped birch wood fence, and these are gate pieces. This is the gate. Amazing. It's maybe the shingles should be cyan. I think you're right. Maybe we'll make the shingles cyan since the house is this color. Let's take these pieces away right here, right to here. And let's put these house colors in. Whoop, that's not. Let's put the house colors in right here. And we'll see what that's going to be in just a moment. Why there? Because why am I putting color here? Because I can't cover it with stone. I would have to make the outside of the building stone. Oh, I could put stone in between the two places. Maybe I'll do that. I think you're right. Let's do that. Stone in between the two, and that separates the two apartments. Yeah, I'll do that. And then we'll see how much of this apartment is actually going to come out and show. So let's do a cyan piece right here. That ought to be really neat. So let's get wool. We're going to take these away for just a minute. Let's get wool. Let's get cyan. And let's try that again. So we're putting in 1, 2, 3, and that gives us the shingle parts. And there's that. Okay. Now the one that they're using, the type of umbrella that they're using is actually, there we go. That works really nice. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Yes, so that is it. That makes me want to have this be green instead of this color. And let's make a green. Let's get some green concrete. That's terracotta, T-E-R-R-A. It's actually green, lime green terracotta that we're using for those walls. And let's come here and let's get, it's lime green. Let's get them, this one, the portmanteau, and let's put it there. We had some already apparently, and we'll just hold on to it for a second. And let's make the door green as well, but I want it to open this. Nope, I did want it to open that way. Good. I want it to open towards the wall right there. And then when it's closed, when you're away, and there it is, that's what it looks like. And that works really well. Yay, team. Yay, team. So up here, high up here, we still have this. And we're saying, what are the woods underneath? So the woods underneath, I see what you're saying. Umbrellas usually, if I'm understanding you right, Zav, umbrellas usually have these slat pieces, wooden pieces that are underneath them. And so that is meant to be the part of the umbrella that folds out, those wooden pieces. That's the way I always understood it to sort of be like that. I see what you're saying though. What if we took these away? What would it look like if we, that's what Zaf, that's what Zaf is. Ow! Stop! There it is. Okay. Shh. All right. So I've just made a mess. No! X. Let's come back here. Oh my gosh. All right. So let me get these pieces for a second. The green ones, I'm probably going to have to put something underneath for it to be on top of, for the green one. Unless I can, nope, I can't. So let me get a piece of this right here and put it there so I can put the green one back. The hit point for gates is really weird. And so what was happening was I was trying to hit those gate pieces and it was making, I was getting everything but. And these are floaters, so they should just float right here. And they do. Okay, I see what you're saying. And we actually don't need it, do we? We don't need it because of the new piece. This piece didn't exist before, this shingle piece, and that really makes an amazing umbrella without needing the original pieces that Ray and that they had put in before. Let me see something about these bench pieces here. Let me see if I can fix this. Nope. Nope. I didn't think that these didn't work together, but they actually don't. Because these actually don't work together, I think I'm going to make them a different color. I think I'm going to use wools and make it white and cyan. I know they were trying to make it like, or I could go ahead and use modded benches, but I always liked those lawn chairs made like that. So let's go to wool again. No, wool, and let's get white, and let's get cyan. So let's say that this is actually going to be white right here, and then this is going to be cyan right there like that. Tell me if you like this. If you don't like it, I might have it be, I don't like it. I know what I want, so let's, I just got rid of the chairs, and I think I'm stripped. Let me see if the chairs are there on their own. They aren't. I'll have to remake. They took them out because they're donum ornamentum. So strip birchwood. Let's take this out. Yeah, I have benches, but I'm really trying to go for the lawn chair look. And let's do Architect's Cutter, ARCH. Architect's Cutter, and let's put that here, and let's do this for a second. I think I'd rather have the wood. Now the question is, do I want to do the wood? So I'm going to make this wood for a second and make this chair right here. But then I'm going to, then I'm going to get the, to put these away and get birch. And maybe the rougher birch actually is what is needed for those chairs. Let's see, to make it more look like they're lawn chairs, they might work better like this. So it's like they have a cover, they have a blanket on them. These chairs, they have a little blanket on them. How does that look? Or is it better if they're just birch, BR, or maybe just one of them has a blanket and the other one doesn't? That I could do. Let's see what this looks like, because that matches and looks like that. How does that look, guys? What do you think? What do you think, Zaf? No? Okay, well, we'll find out. But yes, I don't need the original piece, because that shingles piece acts like the part that when you open an umbrella, the spokes, that's the word that I was looking for, spokes, that those are supposed to be the spokes in the umbrella. Those gate pieces were supposed to be for spokes. But right now, I am alone. So let's continue with something else. Let's continue doing something else for now. So this is this house here, and we haven't done this one here. We're thinking that we could just do like a little balcony piece to come out that doesn't come over this, that just comes to the end of this part right here. But then that would make that probably wood on top there. And then we'd have to decide, does the house come all the way over the way this one does? It can, because it's embedded in the same way. And these are the only two that are doing that. I don't know why the third one isn't, but we can check and see what we want to do with that. And so what we did was we took away this window so that it would be even, and we could put the window here if we wanted, because this part is now going to be wood and going to be part of the wall section right here, coming all the way out behind this piece. So these will be covered with this as well. So all of that in that section. So why not do that? Why not do that right now? So this is one of these here. Nope, wrong piece. Let's get this and let's put that in, and we can put this right there. I'm going to take this piece out because unless I do a line up, which I could do a line in here, but I'm not sure I want to decorate this part yet because I don't know what I want to do. Is there something there? It seems to think so. That is interesting. There's an invisible block there. See, I can't put it in. Let's see if I can't put anything there. And see, it's putting it in front there. That just made it go away. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go upstairs for a minute and look here. And this was the place where we just moved over the wall right here. We're moving this part out. And we have this. Let me look here for a second. Let's first of all take this. Let's take these down. Do I have anything here that I don't want to be here? Let's take this down, and I see that also. So let's come here. Let's make all of this go away for a minute. There's the other one of these. So we can put that there for now. I don't really need this. Usually when I need that, it's there. So I'm not going to have that part. All right. So this would be the next place that we did something about. But this little place here actually needs to be pushed back. And this is a project of one of these where we would be pushing this part of the window out, all the way out to these rocks right here. And there's another one where I can't put anything there. Ah, that's what it is. I couldn't see that there was that. That's probably what happened with the other one, that there was one of those in the hole, and that's what I didn't see. And so this part and this all the way around on this side at least is going to be whatever color these walls are going to be. So for the present, we're just going to do this. And I was trying to remember how we did those little princess places that we did, where we actually, let's see, how far out does this come? This actually comes out to here. And yeah, it does. And then this can come over like this, and this is the outside window now. So this part here can come back to here. And there we are. All right, on both sides. And even if we just take it out that much, this is going to be curious. So we'll have to put a back on this. And I remember doing this with these, that we were putting a back on these beds because they weren't against the wall. This one's going to be more difficult to do anything with because the bed is right here, smack dab in the middle of the floor. So what we could do with this is to, what are these carpet pieces? Oh, and Mr. Villager and Zaf, I did something different with carpets. I don't have any in here. Let me go to someone else's house for a minute and look and see if I can show you the new thing that I am doing with carpet. I could show you with these, but I don't know that those are going to stay, whereas I do have places that have carpet already. So let's look here. Some nights and days are really difficult. Is it still the weather? Is it still the weather? This is the kitchen, one of the kitchens that we have to do. And let me see if I put any carpet in any place here. I haven't done anything with this kitchen yet, so this is a kitchen we could work on. But I'll find, let me put some things away for a minute. And I'm going to go here and look. Benedict is working on the mechanic shop. Max is working on the archery. Jania is working on the composter. And Malaya is not listed. That means that Malaya is finished working on something people are getting up. It's 6 o'clock in the morning and people are starting to get up. You can see we have some early birds who are getting up. Let's go to Malaya. I'm almost positive that she was working on the blacksmith. And we're going to go over there for a moment. And here we are in this shortcut hallway, the hallway we built to connect the university area to the tourist area. And we're going upstairs here. That was Camilla, I believe, coming down to go to work at Jerome's restaurant. And we're going to come down into, oops, sorry, that was one of our Fletchers. There's Aria. She runs the shop. And who is this here? I think that's K. What K do we have that's dressed as a farm? That must have been Ermias. Let's come here. There's Brett and Chase. They might have been picking something up from Jaden. This is the glass shop right here. And this is the new level 4. Yes, indeed. This is the new level 4 of the blacksmith. This building right here. Wow. What's in here? Ooh, does that actually go someplace? Whoa. Oh, I can't wait to see what that turns out to be. That is interesting. And then this exit right here. So off of this exit, we are probably going to put something, and I want to look out and see. I think I might put some housing in that area. This is all a part. Uh-oh. I get worried when I hear water like that. Let me see if something has been opened up in that area. Let's go out and look at it for just a second, and let's see where that water's coming from. Look what we've got. Look at this. there is the submarine opening finally. We have a submarine opening, and I see. So the submarine opening isn't watered yet, and that's something we'll check on. We no longer need these. These were here because we were trying to remind ourselves that this was a submarine entrance. We would have to make it much bigger than it is in order for this to make sense. This would have to, they'd have to come up to here and come out from here in order for there to be enough room for the submarine to come out. And that would be in this area coming all the way down, and you can see it's much farther down this way than it was with that part. So there's so many different things to work on at any given time that that increase. I'm wondering, Zaf is talking, it's been really hot in Greece. There we go. That's the right size. This piece right here is a part of this build, and I've got some of those pieces on me, but I bet I made them go away. Do I have any over here? And there we go. There's the reason why I need to have them on me, because I can make them go away sometimes. So this is the concrete mixer's window right there, and that's the reason why we couldn't put anything in that place. We can't do anything here until Benedict is finished with this build, and he's not done yet. So I can't change anything up there, but we can change where this is so that this is big enough for the submarine to get out. So this is a submarine garage right here, and it's going all the way down. And why? Yeah, because we thought that this was going to be a part here, but it's not. We don't need this section right here. Well, we might need some of it. Let's see how deep this is. I'm going to bring it over enough for these, and let's get water so we can see how deep that is. Bucket, UCK, and see. Half block chairs could be only wood block. Yeah. The half block chairs could be just wood. It's better. Okay, I'll do that. And let's get water for in here for a sec so I can see what's going on with this part right here. There we go. So we're going to have this come up 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's make that go away right there. And that's good. We thought that this was going to be one of the entrances or the ways out or in or something, but it turns out that it's actually not, because on the other side of this building is Tana, on the other side of this tunnel. So we're going to we're just going to go ahead and put in the rest of these coming all the way down to here. And let's bring this back also. And okay, when I go back, Zaf, I'll look at that and just make the chairs just all one, just make them wood, and let it be like that. Let it be. And we'll do that for that. Look how dark it is down here. Wow. Okay. And let me get a light. Let me get a lantern. I have one on me. Let me just put one of these down for a second so that you can see what I'm doing. We have room down here. Look at all this room underneath. So the same way these are going up right here, see how all this is the upstairs going up to the mechanic shop, and this is where the submarine is going to drop down. But down here, look how much there is. We could actually have another stairwell come down to something in this area. The question would be what? Because everything is done. We could have maybe done the sifting plant or the concrete plant. Nah, the sifting plant would have been the one maybe that could have been in that area there, but I think the sifter is fine where it is, behind Jamina's shop. Now we can get these minerals out of the floor, because these are actually minerals that we need. 1, 2, and let's put that in there. 1, 2, 2 iron, and let's dig up 3. So there's another iron. Let's dig up the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know how to count in Greek yet. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, or in Portuguese. I'm getting introduced a little bit to Portuguese numbers, but I don't know. I do know French numbers. I do know some Japanese numbers. I know ichi, ni, sen, yon, and yeah, I know nana is 7, and rokut I think is 6. Okay, get ready. I'm going to break some glass, so this is going to be very loud for a minute while I'm breaking all of these lanterns. And there we go. So we'll take this part away, and in the same way this is coming out here, let's do this. We have that on that side, and we're going to bring the garage piece out here so that it's clear that this is where the concrete tanker, and that's what that is. How many was that? Do you remember how many pieces of coal that was? Do you think it was like 17 or 18 or something? I'll start with that. You can correct me if you remember. The reason I'm asking is because I see that copper there, and I just realized I didn't get it. Let's see. And 1. Yep, sure enough. Let's come back. And this is 2, 3, 4. And I think it's just going to be those 4 pieces. So let's take this and this and this so that we can see 4 pieces of copper. 1, 2, 3, 4. And like that are very difficult, strong, difficult. I understand. Yeah, especially if you don't feel good, especially if you're not feeling well. It can really, really not be good. Nights are the worst if you don't feel good. And yeah. All right, so let me do this for a minute. I'm going to bring some of this back, but I'm going to fill this in underneath the building right here. And let's take this away because this is where the submarine comes out. And I want to put that piece back in. Let's put this in right here. And on this side, I don't really need this until about there. So we'll bring that part in. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Look at how much of this wall we actually have to take away in order for the tanker to easily come out here, in the same way that this is coming from wall to wall there. And yeah. So yeah, Labor Day. So that is the holiday that is happening this weekend. The actual day, Labor Day, is always a Monday. It was meant to be a work day so that people actually got this one day off, which is always the thing, because even when there are holidays, somebody is always working. Somebody's always working, to the point that the day after Thanksgiving, for example, when almost everybody has off, there's so many people who don't have off, who work retail. And some businesses are starting to give them a portion of the day, give them the night of Thanksgiving, because they had started getting to the point where they were opening up the businesses again on Thanksgiving evening. And I know people get bored after Thanksgiving, but really, I mean, that means that people have to leave their table and drive to work in order to be at work for their business opening up to sell to people who are probably still sitting at their table enjoying Thanksgiving. So a lot of those holidays that had that kind of thing where people were coming to work on the holiday, like Christmas in the United States, and days like those holidays are just being restored just a little tiny bit in certain areas. That certain companies, for goodwill purposes, are saying that no, they're not going to start Black Friday until Black Friday, and at least until midnight in some places. But I remember actually Vincentius Primus and I one time, but it was a long time ago, actually waiting for a store to open on Black Friday, because they were going to be the first ones to have something electronic that we wanted. And isn't that interesting? I don't even remember what it was now that we were waiting for, but it was important. It was very important. And yeah, and so we were actually waiting for the store to open, along with an entire parking lot full of people who were waiting for the store to open, for everything, not just for what we were waiting for, but for other things that were going to be on sale. And yeah, so it's interesting to have some stores make this announcement ahead of time. Some stores redo their schedule so that they start, and they've already started, where they start having Black Friday the week before Christmas. You start being able to get Black Friday specials. And so, yeah, and so that is definitely one of those things that happens in this country. In this country, but Labor Day is the celebration of the fact that there were many other atrocities, labor atrocities that happened, that labor unions and laborers fought to change and finally did get changed. But a lot of people don't know that a lot of people died actually in labor fights in the United States. I'm sure that in some other countries too. But in the United States, yeah, people died fighting about labor, fighting about rights while you're working, getting days off and getting paid more and getting away from conscription. Okay, let's see. Let's take these away. 1, 2, 3. Land of the free, home of the brave. 3, 4, 5, 6, and it is 6. And I think because that isn't really taught in school as much as it should be, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even a lot of Americans don't realize that it wasn't always like this, that people worked 7 days a week, that minimum wage was something that had to be established by the government and was completely undermined in the 80s, in the 70s and 80s. There began to be this thing that that stopped the minimum wage from keeping up with the actual cost of living. In the same way, when cost of living rises, then the minimum wage would rise, and those are some other things that are being fought for again. Have to be fought for again because they have so completely gotten out of. They're just not in. They're not fair. They're not in any way related to each other. Cost of living in the country right now has been, if they are saying, and this was like 20 years ago, they were saying that if the cost of living, if minimum wage had kept up with the cost of living, then the average worker would be making like $28 an hour now, not $7.25, which is federal minimum wage still. This hasn't been changed as yet. And that's one of those things that's kind of what this holiday is about, is just sort of a acknowledgement that it wasn't the generosity of owners, it wasn't the generosity of businesses. Not that there weren't some, but for the most part, it was not the generosity of businesses that created days off and people getting raises and people not working 7 days a week. 7 days a week. So yeah, so that's the holiday that is coming up now. Okay, so then what happens with me is that when I'm doing this, I begin to get bored with doing it, and I want to go and work on something else someplace else, and that's what's happening right now. So I want to go and see what is going on in the community, and I think I might have to check and make sure that all the restaurants actually have food. Oh, and there is something I can do about that I want to do. There's actually, let's do this, and that will take care of that for right now. And I'm okay with that. We've got this. It makes it look sort of industrial. We could trade out the black that's on the ground, but I'm not concerned about that right now. Okay, so I've got, we don't need these pieces, and I can put this away here. Let's take this down. I might as well, I guess I can hold on to that. And let's continue. So I'm going to take these up and put them in the courier's office. Let me come here. Let's come here and let's go up. So that is an airlock in this area, in the ores area or smeltery area. What time of day is it? It is 11 o'clock in the morning, almost noon, and a good time to check on some things. So one of the things that we can check on is, do the chefs, the cooks, do the assistant cooks have what they need in order to cook the recipes that are listed? And so I'm going to try something right here. Let's come here. Let's stash. Let's see if this stash works. This stash is working. Yay! Okay. And let's see if there's something. Whoa, look at this. Look what's in this stash. This stash is not working. So let's take all this out and put it in here. So we're going to put all of these pieces in this one, and they'll all go to the warehouse. These are things that I requested in order to speed up them getting some things. I can ask for things much easier than they. Let's take this away. This one is working, and this is the good one, and we'll let Amber, I believe, come and pick those up in a little bit. And let's go back to the warehouse, and what I'm going to look for is a couple things that I had requested Jaden to make. One of them is pots, and I don't see that many. Mixasa! Salut, Mixasa! Hello, hello, hello. Uh-oh, see those right there? Let me go find those. Those are magic bows, and I don't want them used for practice. Let's see if I can find the magic bows I just saw. Let's look. It's not seeing anything here. Oh, is it raining? Ah, it's raining. It's raining on the surface. And comment ça va? Comment ça va, Mixasa? And here they are. So here's a quick shot. Here's a power 4 with curse of vanishing. I think I don't want that. And then look at all these builder's tools we have here. So let's take those. Let's see if we can find some more enchanted bows. because I think I'm going to not keep them in here. So far, I have them all here. And et toi, et moi, c'est bon, c'est bon, c'est bon. It is good. Je suis content. Oh, I can show you, Mixasa. I'll show you I don't know whether you were here, if you saw it, the umbrella that I was talking about. Inventory. Let's go here and let's see if we see any other bows. Nope, those are all the good bows, and Amber will bring the other pieces back here. She's going to pick up all the stuff right here and bring it back. Yes, so remember I was making an umbrella for the new house that had that little patio thing, and you were suggesting the umbrella that was, wow. There's our science team. That is our full science team. And who is that? That's Russell. Russell's following the science team somewhere. And up, it's raining. And and I was saying to you that I wanted to find the original umbrella design that was in Minecraft original, Minecolonies, not Minecraft. Minecolonies original, it was on the beach. So there was, and still is in the original decorations, there is a beach, and on the beach are these umbrellas. And they're smaller than the umbrellas that they're using at the, this is it. They're smaller than the umbrellas they're using in the restaurant, in the Colonial restaurant, and they're smaller than the umbrella they're using in the mechanics shop in which mechanics shop? Desert Oasis. Desert Oasis has one too. This is an update of the beach umbrella for the original Minecolonies beach. And so we have this. I think I agree with Zaf. I think it was Zaf. Let's see. But I can't see right now. It's gone away. But I think I'm not going to have this. I'm going to have the matching piece right there. And if I want to put something here, I don't know whether I can put the pillow, but that's what I want to find out right now. There are pillows, Builders, Crafts, and Additions, and it might look like something folded on the, if I can get it, nah, I can't. I can't get it to sit up, and this is a seat, and I just sat down. So I can't get it to work on anything but the original seat. But yeah, so originally there were gate pieces that were underneath this, and those gate pieces actually made it look like the spokes because there wasn't this. We didn't have any shingles, so it was just a flat umbrella, and so the spokes, the gate pieces made it look like spokes. But in actuality, with this piece, I think it was Zaf. Zaf was right that we didn't really need the spokes anymore underneath, and that it just looks like an umbrella just like this. And then these are the beach chairs. These are the actual beach chairs that are in Minecolonies Decoration Beach. Those are the chairs that are there. So yeah, so we decided to do that, and I decided to leave this part of the house showing the fact that it's green, and I changed the door because we couldn't get the umbrella in that spot with panels on the wall. So we're putting this part like this. I'm almost ready to start this part up here, and I want it to be pushed out. And then the question is it pushed out as a balcony, as a little teeny tiny balcony there, or is it pushed out as just as a room? Those places are so small, and they're meant to be. You know, it's funny, Mixasa, when you were talking about, I'd be surprised about the tininess of kitchens in Europe, and it's like, nah. So when I lived in Manhattan, I actually had a studio apartment, and my studio it did not have a closet kitchen. A lot of places had closet kitchens. It didn't have that. It actually had a little tiny, teeny tiny kitchen. And it was literally, I think, 4 feet by 4 feet, something like that. But, and as a matter of fact, I can show you what it looked like by using this furniture. So, let me go to cooking for blockheads. Oh, no, not that way. Let's do it this way. Let's get the book, and let's go here, and let's get this, and let's get this, and let's get this. And so the kitchen was this right here, and it was a gas stove that was 100 years old. There was a sink right next to it, and this sink was actually a refrigerator sink. So it was a sink on top and a refrigerator underneath, and the refrigerator actually had an ice chest in it. And then right here was a counter. Right here was a counter, and this counter was later removed, and a refrigerator was put here because this refrigerator failed. And so I started using that refrigerator for storage. And then this was the wall right here. So the wall, oops, wait, that did it, but that was just a piece. And so the wall was right here like this, and right here like this, and the bathroom door was right here. This is where the bathroom door was, and the house door, wait a minute, something's wrong. Because was there really no room between these two things? That's almost what it's acting like, that these two were right here, and they couldn't have been right here together, but it literally was a thing where it was fit into a space like this. And so the studio was the size of one of these things, except that it went up 16 feet. And then you came in here, and here was the stove. Yeah, so it was out just a little bit more because you had a little bit of space between the bathroom door and the stove. So it was probably more like this. So here was the kitchen, and here was this part right here was where the stove, where the refrigerator, the future refrigerator. So for the first 5 years that I lived there, the refrigerator was under the sink. And then for the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the refrigerator was in this location, and there were cabinets. There actually were cabinets. There was a cabinet above this refrigerator, just a single cabinet there. I don't think there was any. And what's really sad is I don't have any pictures. It was one of those things where it was before, you know, iPhones, so people weren't taking pictures of every single thing and every single place. And I wish I did, because it was pretty intense. And yeah, you guess the flats in Manhattan could be very small, like in other large cities in the world. Yes, so my flat was 16 by 16 by 12. I think it might have been 16 by 16 by 16. And then off of the front door, so you came in right here, and right here, this was the door that went to the kitchen and the bathroom. So there was a single. So in some respects, I was really lucky, because these new apartments where the kitchen is in this room, that is just wow. I don't know how people do that. I don't. And Vincentius Primus and I we would absolutely love to be back in that area, to be back in the city and actually live in in a place in the city. It'll be interesting. We just haven't started looking. The timing is not right. The timing is not right. So we're just waiting to see, for two reasons. Number one, my sister, and number two, it's just the market. I don't want to support this idea that people will pay anything, to live in the city. I don't like that kind of thing. And I don't want to support it. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want it to be cute or anything like that. I think it's horrible. And so we're just kind of waiting it out to see what's going to happen, because something's going to happen, because you can't. It's impossible. And yeah, if 10% of 7 billion people is millions of people, so only the wealthiest 10% of all the people in the world will live in cities. That's very sad. And so that's one of those things that hopefully will not be the case. Cities are fun. I like cities. We're city people. I like 24-hour living. I like the fact that you can go anywhere, any time of the day or night, and get food, and that clubs close, and then other resort city. And resort cities have their own sort of thing where real estate can be really expensive, and but it just so happens that my mother wanted a place here at the right time, and so we have one. My family has always had a connection to this resort city, so we actually have a house here that it now belongs to my sister. My baby sister is the one who has the house at the coast, and we're staying with her while she recuperates, and that's what we're doing for this time, which her injury started just before 6 months before COVID, so in 2019. And so that is it's really one of those things where I'm just glad that we were actually able to be here, because had we not left when we left to come and help her, we would not have been here when COVID started. And that would have been, I can't even imagine how I would have just lost my mind, worrying half to death about what was going on and stuff, and not being able to travel and not being able to do anything about it. That would have just been horrific. So yeah, so I'm really glad that, let me see where I removed that from. Let me see where that is. Oh, that's outside of this. There it is. I think I removed it from there. See those going away right there? So I think for now, until I decide what's going to be in some of these, I have to be careful. This is the hut block right here. This one's pretty easy. This is where this bed is in this one. And why is that there? That's interesting. So this one is, this one's very easy to do something with. The one that we were in has the bed in the middle of the floor. This one, I don't remember where the bed is, but it doesn't matter because we've moved the bedrooms into their own house. And this is where Piper and Dax are living, right here. And, but when you live in the city, when I was in the city at that particular time, when I found my place, it was one of those kinds of things where people were saying, oh, it's too expensive. Then they were saying it was too expensive. You'll never find any place in Manhattan. You'll have to live in New Jersey or in Brooklyn or in Queens or, you know, something like that. And I was like, nope, I'm going to live in Manhattan. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I am absolutely living there. And when I did start looking, there it was grim. But one of the interesting things was that you could look. It was not so tied down, and you could go to like the owner and things like that, or owners were still involved. It wasn't all these management corporations and things like that. Remember this? Remember when we said we were going to have to put something on these on this floor here, because we can't have the floor like this. This is one of those floors. This is their floor upstairs. And I'm just going to take this away for a minute. Now I could, if I wanted, use the half blocks, but we're going to have a problem anyway. So this is just going to be covered because those are, there we go. So this is one of the ones that has rug. I think that is rug upstairs. Let's go upstairs and see where that rug is, because I think that means that this building here has a rug. Sure enough, right here. So this is the new thing that I've decided that I don't like this. So even here for these are probably going to end up being wool in the floor. Wool. Let's quickly do this before somebody comes. And I think we're putting, that's light blue, that's not cyan. Wait, wool. I don't want them to fall. Wool. Let's do this here. So what we're doing is, I've decided I don't like the rugs sitting up in the, it's now gotten very noticeable when you have carpet that it sits up like that on the floor. And so I want it to be flatter like this. So in this instance, right here, this is where we're going to put the actual, and I think we can do it. No, we're not going to be able to do it there either. So I don't know where these lights are going to be, because we can't, I don't like that in the floor unless I can make it look flat like that. So if I want to put lights in, I'll have to put them someplace else. And what I could do with this, let me look at Simply Light for a minute. Let's go here. And this is Simply Light, and Simply Light has these and these right here. Let's look at them. And if we can't do those, I'll have to decide on something else. Let's have these, and let's take these out, and let's see. I suppose what I could do is remove this one and remove this one and put in this piece, and nope, I have to have something there. Let's get a half and put in this piece and have the kitchen be lit like that. That is actually going to be better than anything else is going to show in the floor up above, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. And even with this, that's okay, because the ceiling down here, oops, I have to use the stairs properly. The ceiling down here is going to be covered all the way up to here. It has to be covered with this. And that's what we're going to put in on this whole section here. So it doesn't matter what the floor is upstairs. So when the time comes for me to change the floor upstairs, this will already be here as the ceiling, because then it's going to be like if I wanted to use sand or something on the floor, I could, because this would already be there. And that's what I'm going to do with that one. And this bed's in a good place, so this is a good bed in that place there. Let's come up here for a second, and we put a wall here for the bed that's here, and that is working. And let's come up here, and for this one, this is the one. This is the one that is going to be the problem child. Is this the top floor? It is. So this is the top floor, so we don't have to worry about what to do with the ceiling. The ceiling's covered, and we'll find out what we're going to do with it. Look at this view. This one has absolutely, these have the most amazing view. So I definitely want to hold on to that. I think on these other windows, let me see, we have some windows down here, but up here we're still using the vanilla windows, and by vanilla I mean vanilla for urban birch, this urban birch style. And I suppose I can put them back in right now, just for now. This is the style. This is what windows these had, except I'm bringing it down to the floor right there. This is one of the lamps, and I like those lamps, but we're not going to have that either. And there it is. So this is what this one looks like, and we'll have to put something in. We'll have to make light in there, but nobody's here. Let's see. So this one is empty, but people live here, and they have a kitchen, and they don't have any chairs. So let me put just some chairs for a minute. CH H chaise, le chaise. Let's get let's just go ahead and get stripped oak for these. I know I'm very conservative, and I think that's going to take care. I don't think I'm going to, we'll see what happens with the lights, but for right now, this is the hut block, of course, and we're going to put one chair here. Let's put one chair in the window, and let's put one chair here. I'm trying to avoid putting a chair here because we are going to have a couch right here. And so we want that. Here's another place. Birch planks. And what's lighting this room? This? Yes. What's underneath here? Here. Let's see how far down I can go. Oh, I can. Okay. So let's remove some of this for a second. We can get it another time. Let's take these away. I need an architect's cutter, which I think is right here. I need wool. Well, and I have no idea. What color am I using? Blue and white. Okay. Wool. WOOL. Let's get blue. Let's get dark blue and let's get light blue. And we'll use both of these. And then, is this the one that has green? No, this is blue and white. And then we need lanterns. L-A-N-T. So we'll use lanterns. Which one is harder to get? Glowstone, lanterns. Glowstone's actually easier, I think. Probably, but not for me. I'm a mer, and so this is easier for me. So just for now, because I don't know what this is going to be here yet, I'm just going to put this in because you can see that there's nothing underneath these cabinets. So we'll put that in, and now let's take this and let's take this and make trapdoors. So there's one trapdoor, and this one here, this is light blue, and make a trapdoor. I think that was the trapdoor. It was. And take that out. And it's raining again. This is the monsoon season. It's monsoon. So there and there and here. So we have the same lighting that we have under the floor, but it's not as bright because it's one down, so it looks just a tiny bit more natural, and I like that. And then we'll decide if we're going to put something underneath. Are we going to have cabinets? And I'm just talking. I'm just talking about it. Why don't I do it? It looks like the blue is going to come all the way, that the bedroom is white. We have some there. Let's go out while they're sleeping. And is there a way out? This apartment is empty for now. And this is the apartment that has this. So this is a new way. Yay! Okay. And let me take this part right here. Let me go here. Let me go here. And let me get rid of all of this for a minute. And now let's dive. Dive, dive, dive. I'm swimming through these buildings. I'm heading over in this direction here. There's all sorts of stuff going on, but there is my little home away from home. Right here, we're going to come in. Did I take my blanket with me? I sure did. I did. And what? What does that say? Blank rune. Ah, what is that? Shulkrin moss. Interesting. I haven't seen that. That's all the biomes. And let's go to bed, to the bottom of the bed list, and there is a blanket there. What does this look like? Let's come here for a minute. I probably can't put it down underwater, but let me see for a second if I can. Nope, it definitely will not go there. So everyone's tucked in. So I'm going to come here and we're just going to go to sleep right now. And there we are, waking up in our own bed. I'm going to put the blanket back. Let's take this up. I want to see what this is. I've never seen this before. Let's see what it looks like if you put it on something. Can you just put it on something? You cannot. Ooh, that's interesting. You can't, unless you can put it on the ground. Aha! And there it is. It is a ground cover, and it sounds terrible. It sounds squishy. Oh, okay. So this is the airship landing field. Let's call it that. The landing field for the airship, for the airships. The steampunk is here right now, and the Caledonian is up here. And this is, whenever I see the Caledonian up here, it reminds me of Aliens, the movie, when they went to the planet and they dropped off the Marines, the Slovakia, I think, was the name, but I'm not sure. That might have been the main ship. But they dropped off, they used a little ship to drop the Marines off, and then the little ship went and parked someplace else. And while they were waiting for the Marines to call them back, and that's what's happening here. So this ship is waiting for the steampunk, the Caledonians waiting for the steampunk to leave, and then it will come down and park right here and unload its import exports. It'll unload its cargo right here the same way as the steampunk is unloading its right now. And then the tavern is here, and this is for people who are coming to visit. There are still people who are trying to get work here, but mostly there are tourists. Like this young person here is actually just a tourist. They're not offering an application with their skills. They're just glad to be here and to see what it's like to go underwater. And that's what's exciting to everybody. That is absolutely what's exciting. So he just went upstairs. Is he sitting? Hi, Roland. Roland is decided he's going to be fed up here. And Camilla's looking at him and going, okay, I'll be right. I think she thinks that's funny. Oh my goodness. So she's going into the kitchen. And let's see, does Jerome actually have any food? Of course not. Did we fix Jerome? Let me see if Jerome was one of the ones that we fixed. Let's look here. Let's look at the smelting. And sure enough, good. So he can only do this. And it looks like he has not gotten any wood. And that's exactly it. He hasn't gotten any wood yet. So let's take these away. He has eggs. He can do that. He just doesn't have any wood. Let me get him to re-ask for it. I think, yes. I think cancel. I think that was from the last stream. So thank you. So we'll get that re-ask. I'm going to take these. These are a specialty. This is fine. He's dusting or something. Zion is, while he's waiting for people to come and get pastries. And there's there's an Atherton. That's one of the people who just came in. I wonder, let me come here for a minute. Wait, let's go back. Let's do it this way so there's still music. Let me go here and look at children, because I think from the children, yes, Jacob Atherton and his son Raylan, with Zamina. Zamina is the mother, and there's an Atherton woman, and does she want to stay? Yeah, I do. I want to see your stats. Look at the stats. So she's got some interesting stats, adaptability and strength and things like that. I could bring in one of their, but I don't want to. I want the kids to actually grow into things. So she's just visiting and just happens to is related to the Athertons that are here. Let's go down. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. Let's go this way. Let's come down here, and yeah, let's come down here. Let's see. This is where she was finished, and we were looking at what she was doing, and that's when we went out. That's right. We went a completely different way. This is just for case is just a level 3 so far. So she could bring this up, but this is what really needs to be brought up. This right here. Let's do build options. The builder is Malaya. Let's have her upgrade this building. She was upgrading. There we go. Oh, I remember this. It broke through, didn't it? I'm looking at that right there. See where that is? It shouldn't break through this time. I thought I fixed it, but we'll see. I'll have to come back and check on that. In the meantime, she finished working on this, the level 4 of this, which is just so cool and involved and just such a beautiful design. This is the blacksmith, and it just looks like, you know, something's really happening here, and it's just really, really cool. So this is only level 4 of this. And Jaden was saying that he doesn't need sticks anymore, as many sticks to make an armor stand now. He announced that earlier, and that is wonderful. That's interesting. You see that right there? That is curious. But I'm not going to do anything because this isn't finished. This is only level 4. So that's probably something. This is one of the things that I love of Chroma Hills. That is a Chroma Hills chiseled stone piece with those heads on them. And I just love that. I love it. I love those. And okay. And so he's got some things that he's working on. And one of the things that we want him to work on, we can request for him to work on. Let's see if he has the recipes for them. Yes, he does. So he has recipes for copper, skillet, saucepan, pot. He also makes the cutting boards, and he makes all the pots. So he has the recipes. So, okay. He thought that was funny. So we just need to come over here and order them. so that he makes some. Now, I think that there's Mac. I think Mac made some things for us, but they're not, I don't see anything. Mac, why haven't they picked these things? Okay, we don't have enough couriers. We don't have enough couriers. And somebody keeps saying that there's something that they can't deliver because something is full, and I'm going to have to go find out what it is. Yes, you too. What is going on? So there's Kingston. Let me check. I think right now, because Bjorn was deciding that he doesn't really like doing this, we have Bjorn, we have Ron, and we have Amber. Amber's right here. And we have Kingston. Kingston's right here. We don't have anyone here, and we need to replace Bjorn too. And we looked at this the other day, and we didn't have anybody. And so are we going to have children, or are we going to wait for someone to fit the job? So our students, and these are the students we have left right now. Adeline's still a student, and her parents are Addison, who is the undertaker, and Chase, who is the tech, the submarine tech. Callan is a teacher. I don't think Callan is interested, but let me see. Let's go back to Callan. Callan's parents are Tinsley and Ronald. Callan could actually come here and do this. Yeah, he doesn't really have the skills in comparison to some others, like for instance Gemma, who came in as an adult. Callan came in as a kid, but Gemma came in as an adult. But she's the head of the surface. Callan is actually good for this job. But if I make him this, let me see who Callan's mate is. Because if I'm not mistaken, Callan is with Parnell. And Parnell is in the restaurant on the other side. What we could do is maybe have Parnell come and work with Peyton. Peyton and Parnell work together and move both of them over here. That would solve the problem, absolutely. Let's hire Callan here. So Callan is going to come to work here. I know Bjorn doesn't want to do this job, but we'll do something about that in a minute. Let's go downstairs. We're going to have Parnell come and be a partner cook with Peyton. So Peyton and Parnell will run this place right here. So let me come here. Let's look at this. Everybody's tucked in. Yes, we only have one chef, and we do need more than one. So we're going to have Parnell be the assistant cook. So let's come here so that we can find her. We're looking for cooks and see, there's an assistant cook there. Dax went back to working at research. There's Flora. Parnell's going to be very far away. There's Jerome, because of where she is in the university. I think, did I pass her off? Wait, aren't these in alphabetical order? Yes, so I'm just getting to her just now. So we're going to have Parnell be here. So that means that Callan and Parnell Now, one of these places is nobody lives here. Jacob and Rylan are living here. Let's come here. And let's look and see. Amber and Ermias are living here right now. Kingston, Camilla, and Mallory are living here. And over here, let's see. Nova, Houston, and Helen are living in this one. And here, Derek, Wallace, and Briar. Jeez, this is crowded. Let's go upstairs for a second. Everybody is living there. Let's come here and see if we have any room. This is this is Kimberly's, and we actually need to move Cassidy and Ronald anyway. So we might need some more spaces. Let's come over. There's Bjorn. I think the only other two are here, and I think this is Tinsley and Jaden are living here. Let's come upstairs and see if there's any room, since these are on this side. And sure enough, there's Flora and Allison. I don't like this. Let's make the door right here. Let's put that in, and let's put this brick right here, because that's too close to that door. Let's come over to this side, and who's here? And this is Jacob and Lila, and somebody's called It's Just Me, Kimberly. I'm checking where people live, and so there isn't any room. Wow. So that means we're going to have to relocate some people, some other people, and I think the people to relocate would be Jaden. Let me see who Jaden is partnered with. I know that Jaden had kids with Cassidy. Jaden and Cassidy shouldn't even be living in this area. We could actually get them a small house off of either Cassidy's doorway or Jaden's doorway. So this is Cassidy's doorway right here. This part right here. And then Jaden is right next door. What if we actually joined these two factories, these two plants together, in order to put some more housing in that area? And not just housing, we were trying to decide if we needed another tree farm, but we do not. And Mixessa, you were right. This looks absolutely gorgeous with the bamboo growing up to its full height inside that building. It is just beautiful. So this is one. This is actually Jaden's blacksmith right here. And this right here is the glass shop right here. So right there, there's those two. We could actually, this is perfect right here for us to just simply bring a hallway out in this area and have a couple houses off of this hallway. And if we did that, we could actually have a couple of the bigger houses if we wanted off of this hallway here. But I think I'd like to actually make it a hallway. So this is in the industrial area, and we're talking about adding a hallway for housing. So there would definitely be Cassidy and Jaden living here. Ermias is with who? Is with Amber. This would be a little bit of a commute for Amber. I think Ermias and Amber are fine where they are. We already moved Sky and into her own little house right here. That's what that is. That's Sky's little house that we haven't done much with. And then back here, this is where we have the other houses for Jamina, who is with, who's Jamina with? I think Jamina, can I find her easily? I thought, yes, she's with Mac. So Mac and Jamina, this is Elijah, their son's house right here. And Mac and Jamina have a house right in this rock. That's the bridge to their house, which is inside this island right there. So those are the industrial houses that we have so far. We don't really need to have like much back here. I think the only reason why I want to have a bridge and actual not have the house be right on top of this is because of this view and this view. So if we had it go back just a little tiny bit, we could have houses sit on either side of these, of a hallway here. And let's do that. Let's do that. So we're going to add some more housing in this area here. And what am I looking for that I can't find? I'm looking for this. I'm actually looking for this. So let's start with there. And we're in underwater base infrastructure corridors, glass corridors, level 3. And here we are right here. Let's rise up. And that should be it. Right there it is. Is it touching? It is not. So let's bring it up over top of the glass. Right there like that. And this is this hallway right here. And let's look. And yep, the hallway floor is right. And this is on the right side. Okay. So we're going to need at least 2 of these. And let's do 2 of these. And then the third one will be the one that goes off in different directions. Now we have this right here. If we bring it so that this one comes over and meets the hallway here, and then we'll at least have this hallway running. And then let me see if we can run this hallway someplace else. I don't think we're going to have any way of getting a hallway here to meet up. And then we've got these. Okay, so let me see. I'm just trying to look at what's in these areas. This is this is definitely, but I think this is a window. This is not a, that's not an entry right there. That's actually a window looking out over this area right here. And this is, hello Cassidy. So this is the glass shop. Yeah, so okay, so let's do that. So let's put one here. We're going to put this one in here, and then let's add another one right here. So let's X that. Let's tap down again right here, infrastructure, corridors, glass, segment level 3, and let's raise it up. And it's not an entry. The sawmill has 3 gates. Yes, Yeah, I was sure of that because it had colored glass. So I figured that that was true, that it wasn't an entry. And let's move this in this direction here. And let's move this here. And I believe that is facing the right way. And let's just walk through. Oh, yep, I can see it from here. And so this is part 2. And now for in this area, let's X this. For in this area, we need a cross, but we're not far enough. See that right there? I need it to come, I need the cross to cross right here. So we could put a cross here. So let's do that for a minute. Let's touch this. Infrastructure, corridors, glass. Let's do a cross, a T. I want to do, let's do a cross period, level 3. I think it's better in the long run to plan on a cross here. That it is more than likely that this is going to lead to places going someplace else in this area. So let's raise this up to there. Let's bring it out and let's see how far out it is. We need it to be on top of this. And where is the, there it is on the right. That is good. And there it is. This is a cross. And this cross is going to match up with that hallway right there. So let's do this cross first. And then we can decide where their house is going to be. It might be in between these two buildings right here, which would be interesting. This is just a little tiny monument, one of the Tana, but this is in the area that they gave to the land people. So like these others in this area, this one is okay for us to build through and build. So let us take this right here and construct, and that is that one. So now let's put a hallway going this way and bring it over so that we can see what's going to happen in the other infrastructure. Corridors, glass, segment level 3. Do we want a glass segment? This is going to be pretty rocky here. I think we still do. Look at where it is. Let's turn it. That's facing the right way, and let's match up the floor right here. This isn't up high enough, and that should be the match right there. It is. And then is it overlapping? It is not, and it goes right into this rock right at this point, but the rock is actually narrower on one side. So we will have glass view, and then we can do something else on the other side. Constructed, and let's continue. So this part is connected, and this is going to be the hard one, except that we're just going to use a pickaxe and pick through it. We know that on this side it's going to go away anyway, so we can just take this part right here and pick it out so that I can see the floor and add this piece that I want to add right here. So there's the floor right here, and let us put down this. So we'll touch there, and let's see, fundamentals, infrastructure, glass, segment level 3, and let's look. And let's move it over. Is it facing the right way? I don't think so. Let's raise it up and let's turn it this way, and let me see if it's facing the right way. Let's pull it out this way. Yes, it is. Now it is. So now I just have to find where the two of them come together right now. There we go. Is that up high? Nah, that's the same. Okay, so here we go. And look where we are. So it looks like we are actually going to need, let's do this, let's do constructed, and that one is done. So to join these guys together, we're actually going to need a cross, or a cross piece here as well. So this is here like this. How much room is in between these two? I don't know that we can put a house here. I think there's not enough room here. I think we'll have to put the house on this side. I think we will. Let's bring this piece over. We need one more section of this, and then we'll put in the other part. Let's go to infrastructure, corridors, glass, segment level 3, and let's come here. Let's rise up. Let's rise up here, and there it is. And let's bring it out so it doesn't come over, and let's see how close it is. It's going to be good, because you guys really, Matlam and Mixasa, just did such a good job on these, that these pieces match up so perfectly, and I just love it. I just love this. So there is the next piece, and then we need the cross right here. So we can just start right here, and let's tap this, and let's come back to infrastructure, glass. Let's do a cross, level 3, and let's rise up for a second right here. And let's see if we can get these two to match pretty perfectly. So we're looking, let's get the floor to come up, and let's move it this way. Wow. Oh, that's pretty crazy. Look at that. That is really nice. I just love it. That is so nice. That is so nice. It is amazing. Okay, and let's put this in, and this is constructed. All right, so from here, let's go back through here for a minute, and let's see how quickly I can get through here to come back to that right there. And I've got one of those, and let's come through here, and let's close up these hallways for a minute. So we're not going to have anything just yet right here. So we're going to close this. Okay, 1, 2, and there. Okay, let's close this one until we're ready. So we'll go right here. And right here. Yeah, I always do that. I always close myself out. And right here. Let's go right here, and I'll do it from this side this time. And we'll put it right here. I'm going to put it right in this part just for now. And now we need some sponges. We need lots of sponges. So let's get sponge. S-P-O-N. We just had to know how to count to 5. You just make it sound so simple. I love it. Yeah, you'd be surprised. You really would be surprised at how many people cannot. And dun, 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 dun. All right, we're gonna break some glass. So this is breaking glass right here. Dun, 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 dun. And let's take these out of the way. I'm leaving the other pieces for a minute. And oh, I have a leaky. Let's look at this leak. It's on this side. Oh wait, this is one too. I forgot to do this one. We forgot to put glass in this corner right here. So let's put the glass right up against this wall right there, all the way up. And there you have it. And we're going to break glass here again. Get ready, breaking glass. All right. So this is the glass shop, and isn't it beautiful? This is the level 5. This is Cassidy's glass shop, and she works right here. And then her partner, Jaden, actually works right here. This is the blacksmith, and this is where he is. So let's remove these now, and we will look at a place for them to have a house in this area. So I know I'm using that house over and over, that little mini house, but these are people who have already had their kids. And Mixasa is saying in chat, believe me, one of us had some difficulties with that, but I refuse to denounce. Okay. Oh my goodness. That is terribly, terribly funny. Let's come out here. We're gonna go out the airlock because I need to see where we are. Just show me where they are. I apparently have aliens on my mind. That's like the second quote. So here we are. And here are our little spots. So we could put the house in here. There's nothing here. Tinsley, and who's Tinsley with? I think Tinsley is with Ron. Let me see. Tinsley is our forester, and she is with Ron. That's not a bad commute for Ron. We don't have a notice for, I think Tinsley only has the one exit. Let me find the forester. This is the carpenter here. This is the forester, this building right here. Let's look at this, and this only has one exit also. So this has the one that goes into this hallway, and I don't see anything else right there for a minute. I upgraded the mechanic. Yes, I did. Benedict is in the process of building the submarine with Jamina helping. Jamina is actually the mechanic, and she is the submarine specialist. Let me come up here for a minute, see where I am. I'm all the way over here. Let's go down here for a minute. So what Mixasa noticed when I used this airlock is the bottom of the mechanic shop, which now has the makings of this opening. He's not done working on it, so I think that when he's finished, this water those blocks will be watered. But if they're not watered, then we'll see what we can do about them. But I'm almost sure that that'll be watered. He is doing the level 5 right now, and we can go up here for a minute. Mixases. Let's come here, and this is the stone smeltery, which is still a level 3. We're going to come up here and go up to the mechanic shop right here, and there he is. So we can see him helping her get her vision done. So there is Jamina, the mechanic, and Benedict is the builder, and he is helping to construct this new submarine that she is working on, a new mini sub, which is really cool. And it's going to be very fun when we see the whole thing done. And so, yeah, so that's what's happening right now. This is the level 4 that he's working on the level 4. So this is only the level 4. We still have the level 5 to do. Wow. So yeah. So he should be up here in a minute, unless he's waiting on some materials. I wonder what he's waiting on, because it's daytime. It's early in the morning. Let's go down and see what it is. Oh yeah, you saw it. You definitely saw the entry, the submarine drop door. And let's go down to Benedict. Remember, we moved Benedict and Jillian into the house behind Benedict's workshop, into the house here, because Jania decided to, well, he asked Jania if he could, and Jania said yeah. So Jania is his sister. And let's look and see what you need. You need a bunch of things. You need a ton of white concrete stuff. And there should be, and lime concrete. I'm not sure that these exist yet. And let's go look and look for the recipes for that. That is Ailani. Ailani is ensconced in housing here, if I'm not mistaken. She's either in this housing or she's in, let's check. Bjorn's the only one here. So Ailani is in Ailani's up here in in Aeon. I came the wrong way, but we'll go back this way for a minute. I want to see. She should be in here. Yes, she is. Zion and Ailani are in this building. And now we'll go to the stone mason's shop. I want to look at some colors and see what colors we have. You didn't check what blocks the builder was waiting for. No, I didn't. I actually didn't check to see if he's waiting for something different than what's actually on there. So I found her here a couple times. She keeps getting stuck right here. And this is actually the level 5 of this shop. So what do you suggest, Mixasa? This is the second time that I've found her here. She's probably trying to get to that switch, but something's going on here. And she just stays here, jumping up and down on the saw. Let me recall her just for now. Recall the worker right here. Thank you. And let me see if she's going to go right back to it. She's not going to go back to it right away. Okay. If this is down, that doesn't make any difference. They can still get there. I'm going to have to cover this because I think that's a problem. Let me do something here. Let's look and see. She's sharpening her heels. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let me see what it says here. So it says that certain things are being delivered. He doesn't need the concrete. The lime. I don't think lime shingles have been done yet. And so let me come here. Let's go to custom. Let's go to teach recipe. Let's get lime, L-I-M-E, concrete. Lime concrete. Select. And there's one. Lime concrete. C-O-N-C-R-E-T. Select. And there's two. And the last one. L-I-M-I-M-E-C-O-N. There it is. Concrete. And select that one. And there we have that kind of shingle. So take that one and then let's go back to here and let's do air and select, and I think the shingles are here. Teach that one, and then let's go here and take air and do that, and let's teach this one. Okay, good. You could click on the small list on the right to see the missing recipes. And the small list on the right on this, the small list on the right. Small list on the right to see missing recipes. The small list on the right. Of this. On the hut when you are on the custom recipe tab. On the hut when I'm on the custom recipe tab. Small list on the right. You mean this? Do you mean this tab piece here? Do you mean that? No, you mean something here? Yeah. Small list on the right. Teach. Oh, this is what you mean. Ah ha ha. Yes. I saw it. Okay, so thank you. Yes, there it is. Merci. List. Le list. Let's do blue brick extra slab. Select. Nice. I didn't know. Select. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. That's excellent. That is a piece that I did not know. Thank you very much. Merci. So yes, for the requests, I can click on that and it will show them to me. Excellent. I know I don't want there to be something like that there, but I don't want her to be sharpening her stilettos all the time. I could put string, couldn't I? And then she couldn't get there, can she? It's easier. It absolutely is. You are absolutely right. That's perfect. She's still mad at me about this. And we actually need to take this door away right here. because there actually isn't an apartment here anymore. We have to go and check on this. One of these days we'll we'll do a deconstruction on that area where there isn't anything. But for right now, we're going to close it up right there. And or maybe a panel with stripes to look like a saw bench. Let's do a panel with stripes. So this wood is dark oak. So let's do two things. Let's put this here. Let's bring this down. Let's get dark oak. Let's get a couple pieces and let's come down here. Up. And let's do that. Let's do this. That's mud. How did I get mud? I got mud. No, that's not what I want. Dark oak. There we go. And let's put it in here. All right. So yeah, because one of these, this has horizontal stripes and this has vertical stripes. Let's do the vertical stripe one and let's do the horizontal stripe one and let's see which one will work the best. Let's do trapdoors so that it can be lifted up. If there's a vertical stripe trapdoor. Let's try that. That's an excellent idea. So what we're doing is putting in a piece right here, like that. So then it looks like this is where the saw is, and that works perfectly. That works perfectly. So then this can be up even at this point, or can be raised up over top of that. And I think that would be really good. Okay, I like that. Since this is supposed to be where the pieces are being cut, this would be open when the pieces are being cut, but when they're not being cut. I wish I could put it down inside, but it's not going to fit because that's down there. So we'll just leave it like that. And you can see that it's in there. We could, let me take this away for a minute. We could have it like that so that it's clear that the saw is in those pieces there. Should I take that panel away so that we can see that it's a saw bench there, or it's not necessary? Panel with stripes. Oh, or we could have a stripe here too. But if we have the stripe here, it should be this stripe. Wait, let's see if I can do this stripe here. Yeah, like that. So then it's right here. So when she's working it, this is open right here. And when she isn't, this is closed. So let's see if she goes up on it now that we've done that. Let's see if we can make it look like that's something she wouldn't do. Because I like it being open, but I also like this being here. I like that added piece, and I like this piece here. So merci again. That is cool. And so we have that part. What Mixasa was saying was that we didn't actually look to see what he was asking for, because what they ask for might not be part of the actual things that they're using. I forgot to put the newest one of our our couriers. I forgot to put him here. So manage workers. So Callan was hired, and then he wasn't given permission to come into here. So here's our couriers. Amber is the warehouse manager. Bjorn, who doesn't like his job. Callan, who just started and who's perfect because his parents, Ron, is his dad, so he's learning the family business. Kingston, who likes logistics and is fine here, and Ronald. So they are all of them right now. And Bjorn, I think, is leaning towards being a guardian. He doesn't like logistics enough. He wants to follow his grandfather into guardian and be a guardian. So we'll probably have to find another person to be a courier. But right now he is stuck in his job until we find some other way of getting him out. And that was one of the things that we were looking at. Let me check and see if she actually picked these up. She did. Yay. Okay, good. So that was full of all sorts of things, and Amber did get those things and put them in the warehouse. And so those things are available. And now we were going to get Jaden to make us a bunch of pots and pans and the like. And we only have one pot. We have 3 pots. So let's go look. Tribute to pictures. Tribute to pictures. Hi, Zaf. Yeah. Let's go here and let's do this right here. Let's come down and let's look. Have you been watching a movie? Let's see if I can find it. I don't see it here. So that means it's in this area. And there we are. So this is exactly what I want. So I have too many of these, I think. This is Jordan's shop. Let me put these pieces away and I'll see how many of these I have. This is Jordan's shop. This is Peyton's shop. This is, we don't have someone for Parnell, but that's the other shop. Derek's shop. And so that's Jordan's restaurant, Parnell's, Peyton's, Derek. I'm missing a restaurant probably. But right now, that's what it's saying, that I have 4 restaurants. I'll hold on to these for right now until I see, but I think I have too many of those. So let's come up. Let's find the pots. Zaf. And we'll look for the other pots, these 2. And see where they are for a minute. Let's see, and we're down. I guess, what would happen if I sorted? I don't know that those pots would all be in the same place if I sort, but let's see for a minute, because one set is copper and the other set is not. Let's look. Let's do this. Let's come here and let's sort that. And now let's come back and let's go to here and let's look for a pot, P-O-T, and let's see if we can find it. So you see, we do have a ton of baked potatoes. No one should be starving. And I need to put some minimums in some of these places. So let's find these 2 pots, and then I'm going to start thinking about putting minimums. Wait, there it is. There they are. Aha, look what we have here too. We have the grinders, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that just leaves just enough room for the pots. Let's put the pots back. And the reason why is because I have enough of these two, and if that way I'll know that I haven't done pots for everybody, but I have done grinders and I have done these. So we're going to deliver these, and we're going to start at the bottom and work our way all the way around. And then we'll have to do some things for the others. But for right now, let's put in a cutting board here in the inventory, and we should be able, they should stay here. And so she's got raw, and you see that? She is out of material. And yet we know there is wood in the wood house. It just hasn't been picked up yet. It's already cut and everything. Pictures. Yeah. So that's something that we definitely need to do. But now there's a cutting board, a grinder, and in this place, the way this place is, this is all there is, because this is arcology. So there isn't any other place for these things to go except in this location in here. And I'm hoping that that means I know how to protect them. Okay, and that's what I have to do. Minimum stock. Let's come here, let's come here, and let's go grinder. DER right here, and select and do that, and that way they won't take it away. Let's add cutting board, CUTTING board, and there it is right there, and add that one, and so now they won't take those away. Let's do a minimum stock of wood, slabs, birch, RCH, SLAB. Let's do 4 stacks of this. Select and put that there. And there we go. So this will help with delivery, and everyone's going to be good. Yes, Parnell. Good for you. And so now there isn't a chef at the other end, and that's something we'll look at. There's Flora. Flora's our baker. We'll have to fix her bakery shop in a little bit and do that. What were you watching? Let's go up to the next restaurant. The next closest restaurant is the tourist restaurant, which is up these stairs to the right. So we'll come up here and to the right, and down these stairs here is Jerome's restaurant right here, and we'll fix his, and then we'll go to Houston. And I don't think I counted Houston when I was counting restaurants. Camilla is here. Let's do the same with this. And let's do minimum stock. Let's add birch, SLAB, and let's do 4. Oh, did I not select? I bet I didn't select that last one. Although I think it showed, so I must have. Let's come here and let's add a grinder. INDER. There it is. Select. And there we go. And let's add a cutting board. ING. Cutting board. Select. And there's that. So now he should begin to get some things here. Let's add to this cod, raw cod. Let's add 4 stacks of raw cod. Select and put there. Yes. And then let's add salmon. 4 stacks of salmon. This is really our mainstay right here. And select. I didn't select it yet. There we go. And do that. And then pie. So we're going to put pumpkin pie, which we didn't do with the other one, but we're going to put it here. And let's do 4 stacks of pumpkin pie. I think we need a 4 there. And select. Okay, so that'll give them some things. And we did do the carrot and beet here so that they won't use those. And now they have a cutting board. And let's put it over here. They also have a pot already, so that's good. And oh wait, they had a cutting board, so let's take that one down. And we have a grinder here. And what do you need? I'm going to make him ask for this again. See, it says pick up at the carpenter. See that? Let's cancel out for a minute and let's have him ask for all this again for a minute. Let's have him re-ask for everything. Yes, thank you. And let's see if that helps him get it. Does he have any food? Are you saying you don't have a single bit of food? Let's give him one of the recipes for right now. Fish. Let's just give him a stack of fish sandwiches. This should be enough to hold them over for a little bit. I want them to actually start making food, but let's put this here for a minute. Apparently nobody wants eggs and nobody wants raw potato. So they're sitting, this is one of my favorite things, that they actually sit in the restaurant and wait to be served. I love that so much. I love it. All right, and so that takes care of him. Let's go to Parnell. So we've done 2 restaurants, and this is no longer Parnell's restaurant, but we're going here first because I want to see if I have anybody to take over this restaurant. So we're going to come in here. Oh, Mallory, you're still here. Mallory is still here, and I think Mallory is now going to be, should they be the cook? Let's manage. Let's see who we have. So we need adaptability and knowledge. Gemma is a teacher. Case is a teacher. Leanna is a student. There's some adaptability. And Nova. And Piper is a teacher. And Wallace is a student. And look at Wallace. Let me see whose parents Wallace. Who are Wallace's parents? Wallace's parents are cooks. So he could actually be here with her. Why don't we do that? Because it looks like he has the best, that Wallace has the best. So he has 11 and 11. And who was the other one? Leanna has 10 and 4. No, it's definitely Wallace. See, it's almost as though it was right. He actually is the son of cooks, and he is going to be the cook here. And Mallory, who is in his class, is going to be the new a second cook for him. So he's going to graduate. I have to find out where he's living. I believe, hello, you. I believe he's actually living too far away, and we're going to move him over here. Mixaso, why the cook complains for birch slabs? Some courier must have to take the request. Could you show me why they are complaining again? I can. Just a second. It would be easier if I had fuel, and it says birch slabs. So I'll show you something. I can show you right away, actually. Let's go up for a minute. I'm going to go to where it is. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for stone slab. Okay. Everyone's waiting for slab. So I'm going to cut through here again. I'm going to run down this hall. There's Callan. Callan's our new courier. So Callan might be delivering the stuff right now. Let's come up here. We're going to the shop. We're going to Max shop for a second, so I can show this. Let's come this way, and let's go up these stairs and down this hall. Oh, I could have gone the other way. I could have. So right here, see this? It's all sitting here, and I don't know why. I can request the pickup, and it says he's going to come and pick up. So maybe this is, I don't understand why it's not, but maybe it has to do with the list, Kenya, the list, that he's down on the list, and I just have to make sure that somebody actually comes and gets those things, because that's where it is. That's where all of it is. Let's see how much slab we actually have here. Let's look for slab, slab B. And I do not see any birch slab. Let's go back and put birch in. CH. And yep. So all the slab is in his shop, is in Max sawmill, and it's already been cut. All of it has been cut. It just hasn't been delivered, and that's why we were adding Callan to help with deliveries, because I think it's just too big. The place is too big. Whoa, look at our scientists. There they all go. They look like they're dressed to go on the submarine. They're getting ready to go on a trip. They were probably getting some supplies or something, or checking something. There's Aubriel, Alessandro, Marcellus, and Zia. Is Zia there with them? Zia should be in here too. I think Zia is there as well. So yeah, so that was, so we got Peyton and Parnell, we got Camilla and Jerome, and we have Mallory and Wallace. And now we need Houston, not Kingston. Kingston's a courier. We need Houston's shop over here. And these are the 4 restaurants that we have. So Houston is down here. Let's come down and let's see if he's having the same thing. And we'll put in a list here. I don't think I did a list on that other one, but we'll see in a minute. Let's do the inventory. Let's see, let's do this inventory and see. He definitely has food, but do you see what he doesn't have? He doesn't have any either. So none of them are getting the slabs. So that's why all those slabs are there in that shop. Let's do this. let's go here. Let's go to minimum stock, and let's add birch slab, and let's do 4. Let's select, and then let's do 4 and put that there. Correct. And then let's do the grinder, Grinder, and let's do that and put that there, and let's do the cutting board, and let's pick that and let's put that there. Okay, and so we just added those. Let's put those pieces in. So this is actually a cavern style, default cavern style restaurant. So there is storage in here, so we can put those there. And I think we're good for right now. It didn't look like there was any food though, did it? Let me see. Is there any cooked food? So look, he's got all these pumpkins. Why does he have so many pumpkins? Can she make pumpkin pie? Shouldn't this be going to the... Let's go back. Let's look here. Let's look at minimum stock. It should be, this is a mistake. Let's take that away. Let's add, I think I did that. Let's come here and do 4. That's supposed to be pie. Pumpkin pie. And that's how it happened. Pumpk. And there it is right there. Pumpkin pie, select that and put that in. It's like, why does he have pumpkins? All right, and so now he has this and this, and I'm going to have to put cooked potatoes because they keep taking them away. P-O-T-A-T. There's a ton of them in the shop, in the warehouse. So let's get the baked potato. Let's select that, and let's do a 4 stack of this as well. So if you only had one restaurant, you'd only be doing this one time. The only thing is that I like it like a normal city for there to be more than one restaurant. I don't care about the fact that I have to repeat those parts of giving them the recipes or doing that kind of thing. I actually am fine with that. Let's come here, and that's Houston, and he's got part of what we needed, and I think that's everybody. That's all my restaurants. Am I forgetting a restaurant? I don't think so. I'm going to go down one more time. Oh, except I'm actually out of time. Saf, where did this 3 hours go? Oh my gosh. I am done. I am actually done. Wow. So let me come here because I'm going to do the same thing here because there are plenty of baked potatoes in the warehouse. So there isn't any reason for, they're just bringing them raw potatoes and they cook them and then somebody is taking them away. So let's do right here, and let's do 4, and let's do baked, and there's baked potato right there, and now baked potato is on the list, and pumpkin is on the list, and the cutting board, so they don't take those away. And let's see what's here, and sure enough, because of that, there is stuff here. So there actually is birch in this one. They actually have birch in these, and they're actually cooking. So they got some birch to go into those. So it's working. It's just a little clog I think that's what happened, Mixasa, why that wasn't. Um, Mr. Villager, I didn't see much of you. If you're still there or if you're watching later, obrigado for being in chat for a little bit. Thank you. Thank you very much. Obrigado. And Zaf, Afkaristo, thank you for being in chat. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having fun. I know that you've seen this done for years, but I hope some of it is still fun to watch. And Mixasa, please convey my deepest gratitude to Matlam as well. Both of you have done such a cool job on this style. And so I don't mention it all the time, but Mixasa and Matlam are the creators of the style, and they have done an amazing job, the underwater bass style. So merci beaucoup, bonne nuit, Zaf, Antio, Kalinikta, Zaf, and Mr. Villager, obrigado, and boa noche. Boa noche is good night. And for everyone else, I will see you soon. Enjoy your games and enjoy watching all the other gamers. And here we go. I'm going to play music. Bye for now, everybody. Bye for now, everybody. Bye. Bye.